Dear students, today in this session we are going to talk about the next poem written by the writer or the poet Bertolt Brecht, and the poem prescribed to you written by Bertolt Brecht is Questions from a Worker Who Reads. So as the introductory session, we are going to discuss the poet himself. Once you understand the poet, understanding the poem becomes easier. To begin with, you can see in the slide, the poet was born in Augsburg, Bavaria in 1898, and his period was from 1898 to 1956. He is one of the influential playwrights of the 20th century, and he was considered as a person who escalated the genre of epic theatre. He is also known for his plays, several plays which are mentioned here, the Three Penny Opera, Galileo, The Person of Schezwan, and many more that way. And he was very much affected by the world wars, and that can be reflected in his life and works. His works are also influenced by the Marxist thought, and the first poems were published when he was 16, and he went on to write many hundreds in his lifetime. And we can see a lot of Brecht's poetry in two different collections. The first one is poems from 1913 to 1956. The second one is Poetry and Prose, Bertolt Brecht 2003. These are the two collections where we can find a lot of poems written by Bertolt Brecht. Now he wrote a wide variety of poetry such as occasional poems, which means to say he wrote poems for different occasions or for particular events, like poems for music, poems for performances, for his own plays, and he also has written personal poems recording anecdotes and thoughts and several other political poems as well. His mother was a devout person and taught Brecht about the Bible. So this also has a very lasting influence on his work. Brecht wrote his first full-length play, Bard, in 1918, followed by Drums in the Night in February 1919. In 1924, Bertolt Brecht moved to Berlin, where he carried on a number of romantic affairs and fathered several children, all while writing new plays. He wrote The Little Mahogany and The Three Penny Opera, two of his best known projects. Later, they would write Rise and Fall of the City of Mahogany, an opera which was protested by Nazis at the time of its premiere. Later, during the Cold War, Brecht's career suffered as he was blacklisted in America and questioned by the House Un-American Activities Committee. He lived in Zurich, in Switzerland for a year. In February 1948, in Chur, Brecht staged an adaptation of Sophocles' Antigone based on a translation by Hölderlin. Brecht wrote a few plays in his final years in East Berlin, none of them as famous as his previous works. He dedicated himself in directing plays and developing the talents of the new generation of young directors and dramaturgs such as Manfred Weckworth, Benno Besson, and Karl Weber. He apparently supported the measures taken by the East German government against the uprising of 1953 in East Germany, which included the use of Soviet military force. Brecht employed techniques such as the actor's direct address to the audience, harsh and bright stage lighting, the use of songs to interrupt the action, explanatory placards, the transposition of text to the third person or past tense in rehearsals, and speaking the stage directions out loud. Now these are the techniques which he incorporated in his plays, and he was the one who was known for these techniques in his plays. So Bertolt Brecht is more known as a playwright and the director rather than as a poet. Now he used his poetry to criticize European culture, including Nazis and the German bourgeois. The poetry written by Brecht is marked by the effects of the First and the Second World Wars, as he was very much influenced by the wars. And besides being an influential dramatist and a poet, some scholars have stressed the significance of Brecht's original contributions in political and social philosophy. His collaborations with Kurt Weill have had some influence in rock music also. The Alabama Song, for example, originally published as a poem in Brecht's House Post Sale and set to music by Weill in Mahogany, has been recorded by The Doors on their self-titled debut album, as well as by David Bowie and various other bands and performers since 1960s. Brecht died on 14 August 1956 of a heart attack at the age of 58. According to Stephen Parker, who reviewed Brecht's writings and unpublished medical records, Brecht contracted rheumatic fever as a child, which led to an enlarged heart, followed by lifelong chronic heart failure and Sydenham's chorea. Now, though he had his medical problems, Brecht probably traveled through the journey of literature and drama, and he has given a lot of memorable contributions to the field of theatre and literature as well. So his one of the well-known poems we can see here, where he reveals his boundless compassion for the working class. And this poem again projects the personality of Brecht himself, which we are going to take it up in the next session. So this is all for the introduction of the poet. We will catch up in the next session with the analysis of the poem, questions from a worker who reads. Thank you very much.